Hello there, and welcome to Around the Rim. I'm your host, Evan Christopher Witt, and today we're going to talk about the NFL. I think we talk about Jim Jones, probably the worst NFL owner of all time, Johnny Manziel. Hey, you can drink when you're retired, but not now. It's game time. You can talk about RG3, the Titans trading their draft picks and getting some new players. You could talk about Marshawn Lynch's weird way of retiring. You could talk about a lot of stuff. But the big deal, and if you have been watching the news, and if you don't know what politics are, then you definitely won't know what this is. But the brain disease that's going on. It's been a big deal. And let's see what's it all about.
These sorts of problems, I think that points to a much larger problem for the NFL. More information. A recent study of the brain tissue of 128 former football players. Now, this goes beyond just the NFL. This is including professionals, semi-professionals, college players, and high school players. Almost 80% of all the football players and more than 95% of the former NFL players in the study suffered from the disease. Now, this is important and worth discussing.
And he is right. It isn't just an NFL problem. It's more than that. That is very shocking, what he just said. Basically, if you didn't hear him, a recent study of the brain tissue of 128 former football players, professionals, semi-professionals, college players, and high school players, 78.9% of all the football players and 96.2% of the former NFL players in the study suffered from the disease. That's a big deal. But let's see how the NFL reacts to it, shall we? Okay, so obviously the NFL isn't reacting well. So I don't really need to show the clip. But because you should probably know this, that the NFL really, it's just that. And Joe, I think Ken Stabler's, who died last year, I think they say he might have had the disease. His wife sued, but it was like just for the money probably. But let's see what Miss McHale, how she does pressing the NFL to give them more and how the NFL handles it.
Think there is a link between football and degenerative brain disorders like CTE?
Well, certainly, Dr. McKee's research shows that a number of retired NFL players were diagnosed with CTE. So the answer to that question is certainly yes, but there's also a number of questions that come with that.
Oh, I think he really made the NFL mad there. Because obviously, after that, he kind of looks down and realizes he just really gave a big spoiler alert. So, yeah. So that was probably big, but of course we need to know more about it and what is happening. But who cares? Actually, whoa, wait a second. We should all care. That's the point here. That's basically what the NFL's doing. They don't care. They should care. If they do care, then why are they acting like this? They need to find a way to solve it. We're not going to end football. Okay, and another player said that he wouldn't be shocked if football was gone in 20 years. And we know that nobody will ever love that sport. If President Obama tried to get rid of it, everybody would even go worse on him. And he already has big threats on him. Not even a president could get people to vote football out of it. I mean, they once tried to get rid of it in the early 1900s, and they've let it go ever since. Football is such a fun sport, and it's so fun to watch. It's a dangerous sport, but fun to watch, and can be fun to play when you're winning, and of course, not getting concussions. But this problem really needs to be handled in a better way. And it's just sad the way these people are acting. So that's really the big deal here, is that they aren't reacting the way they should. And let's go ahead and see Ken Stabler's wife supposedly suing them. It's just a fun clip on it. Okay, so I couldn't find the vid, but here's some even more shocking news. Okay, so basically what happened is, you remember Frank Gifford, right? Here, let me give you a picture. 84-year-old died last year. They are saying that he suffered from CTE too, and that would be a big deal for the NFL, because then one of their famous players, and I think he was an announcer maybe, is now, they say it was. So this is just a very bad situation for the NFL and for the people that suffered from the brain disease. And I think one person even killed himself because of it. Okay, well that's all for this. Okay, so that's all for this round of Around the Rim. If you want to learn more about this, please look it up. It is very important. And remember to subscribe, to like my videos, and please don't. If you want to dislike them, go ahead. I guess that's it. And remember, please try to find a way to support this. The NFL needs to find a way, and we can only hope that. Goodbye.